Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, people.
Oh.
I didn't know he was going to be back.
It's combobulated like Liverpool's defence, isn't it?
Man, trust me.
Yes, lovely people. Back for the live instant match reaction. Manchester City 3, Liverpool 2. Liverpool bow out of the Carabao Cup and are unable to go further in defending their trophy that they won last season. I'm not going to spend too long chopping up the game. We did the watch along and we spoke about the game briefly afterwards. If there was two things you'd take away from the game, Drift, what would they be?
Three things to take away from that game.
Two.
Klopp wasn't really bothered based on his substitution and like kind of pre-season like changing of players. And what else would I take away? We're rusty after having a break as a team. Obviously, some of our players played, but a lot didn't, and we look kind of rusty as a collective overall.
Okay. Matt, same to you, bro. Two things from this game that you'd take away.
We're as bad as how we think we were before the World Cup and the same after. And injuries are playing a massive part in our season. They're just, whether we got players come back or there'll always be a player that's injured or gets injured. It's the same thing at Liverpool. Like, yeah, I think that's the narrative right now. We're the same Liverpool that we knew we were before. So when the World Cup was on, we thought, maybe we might come back a bit stronger, but we're the same. And then not only that, the player, like injury wise, bro, we're down to bare bones, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, same thing.
Fair dues. Do you think this result or the injuries that happened during the game and things, do you think that will have a big bearing over the next couple of weeks? Matt, I'll start with you on that one.
I actually think they will, in a weird way. I know some of the main players didn't play tonight, but just winning as a club kind of breeds confidence throughout the team, and it's just not good to come back off such a long break and then to not win. Like, I feel like confidence is a key within our team, especially for players that don't normally play. Some of the players that play tonight, like a Bajcetic, might get minutes because of how bad we've been or how unreliable some other players have been. Like, they need confidence in it. But games like today are not going to help. Bajcetic, quality player that he is, bro, man's on the floor skinning out like it's carnival. Like, it was peak. It was really bad. And then you look at, the fixtures going forward, Liverpool really need to galvanize. But how many times do we keep saying, our season starts now, let's galvanize, let's, you know what I mean? Like, do you know what it is? Do you know when I knew something was definitely wrong with this season? No football's been played, yeah? Like World Cup. So obviously we've had a couple of pre-season, but warm-up games. Nothing's really happened, though. First news we get, team news is about to come out. Bobby Firmino, calf injury. All right, cool. Hit me again. Yeah, James Milner. You paying him at right back? Yeah, we're going to pay him at right back. What happens to James Milner? James Milner injured. All right, cool. Next.
Bob,
it's like
intro.
It's one of them ones where it's like you had a bad day. Say you went to your workplace, you had a bad day at work or whatever, and like so you just had a really bad day, and then you come home, and then I don't know, like you come home and then it's like something else happens. It's like it's just one thing after the other, innit? we've had one of them things there, bro. How can we? No football was played other than them kind of friendly thing, which again, I won't even go into training regime. Man has a calf injury. Don't know how long he's out for. All the talk was Firmino, Salah, and Nunez are gonna have to try and carry us into the top 4. One of them's already been taken out. So we got no Diaz, we got no Jota, we got no Firmino. Brother, please. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this so plain and clear. FSG, if you really love Liverpool, you need to sell us some bounce because
Bro, they don't love us, bro. They don't.
No. Big man to FSG.
You're approaching it from the wrong angle, bro.
No, bro. Let me say this. Last thing I'm gonna say about this. Sorry, because I'm taking a bit of time. Last thing I'm gonna say about this. FSG. Let me look into the camera. FSG, man, respect you. We won the league underneath your stewardship, innit? You was Picard for all the Star Trek fans out there. You led the thing, but now there's only so many times that Picard can be the leader of the Star Trek man. Them. You know what I'm saying? You got to move on over. And we need new owners that can give us the money, bro. And that sounds a bit like, oh, Max is saying we need money. But I tell you something,
he's a gold digger.
Bro, we're lacking quality. Bro, we got the same players from 1819. Bro, we got the same man, them.
I don't think that's the issue. I think it's they're all from 18.
No. Yeah. The core.
That's what the problem is.
So imagine the core. The core hasn't changed, really. Like the core. Obviously, we brought in bad boys. Diaz, Nunez is a bad boy. They're still bad boys, but the core hasn't changed. But yeah, I leave it there, Carl. As you can see, I'm just... But you know what it is? I'm kind of perplexed. Last year, we was talking quad. We was talking quad, you know. Cal was all getting big. Cal was all like, can't talk to a man, quad. What? Say something, man, run up on you and just say that. That's all I got to say about you. We can't even say nothing, bro. Can't even lie. We can't do nothing.
I miss how I felt last year.
Oh, so do I. I was a better man. I was a better man last year.
I really miss
Liverpool.
How
Bro,
I said I was a better man, you know. I said I was a better dad. I was a better boyfriend.
I used to eat better. I used to go gym.
I took care of myself.
It's distress right now. Put your one in the chat if you feel distressed. Liverpool make me feel distressed at times. I can't lie, bro. Yeah, man. Sorry, man. Sorry, rant over. Sorry, man.
No, fine. Let's get through some of these supers before we do the ripping off the band-aid with the player ratings. Alex says Ox only good runner off the ball. Joe Gomez poor as usual. Omar says NT happy.
Oh, sorry, Carl. I actually brought that out. I don't even know why I haven't brought that out. That just sums it up, innit? That just sums it up still. Hairline gone.
Sorry, not happy. Easiest trophy chance opportunity missed. Yeah, I agree.
It was definitely.
H says Flacco was a positive, really needs to kick on now. I agree with that.
Yeah, he played. He got better as the game went on. 100%. He warmed up into the game.
Zach says Nunez couldn't finish I'll leave you guys to read that. I don't really want that image in my mind, to be honest.
You don't really need to say that type of thing.
Mr. Darcy Drifty says injuries can be used for excuses. Can't be used for excuses. We deserve this. Don't say we deserve it, but I don't buy the injuries as an excuse anymore. It's not. It's neglect. VC says when he is given time to finish, he can't. He only scores snapshots where he doesn't have to think. Courtois is going to laugh when Nunez is one-on-one.
No, don't say stuff like that. That's not cool, bro.
I mean, I know it was only in pre-season, but did you see his finish in pre-season after that beautiful Bobby Clark pass? It was literally kind of carbon copy of today. So I think it's very unfair to just act like he just can't do it. Like on another day, he actually does get a hat-trick. And I know when we get to player ratings, we'll
I agree.
But I can already see in the chat, it's so tough. But I remember I told you lot, but because he was playing well, there was positivity floating around. I said to you lot, there is a Nunez agenda. He did have a bad game today in terms of he should have finished his chance, but you can just see people waiting. As soon as he does something wrong, there are people waiting like vultures to just jump on it. It's all right though. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool.
I do kind of agree with that comment. I think he's more of an instinct finisher than a natural born killer, personally.
I think with Nunez, just quickly, he's like that and like that. There's no in between. So basically, you either get a great game or a bad game. I don't think there's an in between yet with him. Yet. There or there, in my opinion.
M. Colo says Gomez, though. Seriously. Hand over face.
Bro.
Sammy says the lighthouse Fabinho bulb is broken. I think that's harsh, personally.
Yeah, I thought he played well when he came on today. Was I watching it?
H says Bernardo was born in toilet water.
You started that, Cal, because of what you said.
Oh man, H man. Shah. Show says Naby rated 6 by the Echo for not getting injured. The Echo, if the Echo have actually rated him a 6 and said that, then they're being very shady and being
that's that's mad. I can't like someone even say that.
I'm not being funny. Naby's been more available than a lot of players this season, in theory, but we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, innit? All right. We unfortunately haven't got the graphics for the player ratings, but I will go through the different players. So Matt Drift, Kelleher. What are you saying?
I don't think he could have really done much with the goals. I don't know if I would necessarily say he was at fault for any of them. Made a couple of really good saves during the game. His distribution for the most part was really good. Only maybe one time I can think he made a really bad pass. Is it stupid to give a goalie like a 7.5, possible 8 when you've conceded 3 goals? Like, I thought he was good. I don't actually think he had a bad game at all today.
No, Kelleher
started giving Kelleher 8 or 8.5.
Kelleher had actually a good game. I think when you're on a losing team, though, yeah, it's hard to kind of give.
Is that 8 too much when you have let in 3 goals?
That's
regardless of whether you're at fault for them or not.
But
it becomes unfair then, because it's like how can you judge him when it's not his fault?
I know, but technically it still goes past him to go in the net.
I would say 7.5 is still 7.5 is still I was gonna give him a 7.5. I think that's a good rating.
I'm okay. I'm just saying, I'm saying it's 8 too high for someone who's let in 3 goals. That's that.
Unless he got packed out, and you know what it is, Drew.
All right, but how many chances did he stop from going in that could have been and should have been goals?
I would say at least 3. At least like clear cut
probably,
3.
Probably around 3. Do you know what? I will give him an 8 actually, because I thought his catching was brilliant and his command of the box was.
Look at that time when he had to come out and was brave as anything.
Yeah, when Haaland was running it with him like that.
Yeah, I do think he deserves an 8 today. He was really good, and he wasn't at fault for any of the goals. Yeah, he wasn't at fault for any of the goals.
I'm cool.
Milner.
So much.
I would have give Milner a 7. I thought Milner was playing well till the injury. Got the assist for the goal. I thought he was playing well till the injury. I'll give Milner a 7.
Milner, I'm a little bit conflicted on. Defensively, they were feeding Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer was getting a little bit the best of him, but that's kind of be expected. But then from an attacking point of view, Milner got an assist and was very decisive whenever he was going forward. I'm going to say 6.5 for Milner, personally.
I'd have gone 6 for Milner, so we'll go 6.5 in the middle. Joe Gomez.
I missed the first 15 minutes, so I don't know if maybe Milner was getting done in the first 15 minutes. But from when I started watching, Milner was completely fine, in my opinion. So maybe I missed something at the beginning.
Gomez.
I would give Gomez a 2 for centre back, and I would give him a 4 for right back. So I even it out and give him a 3.
Yeah, I'm a 3 as well.
I'm gonna be honest, I was giving him a 2, you know. I know he played a little bit better at right back, but that's only because he was so bad at centre back. Like, we're not gonna take too much time on this. All I'm gonna say is he is a guy that you can tell is devoid of confidence, doesn't really believe in himself. And when you've got a player like that, it's dangerous because it's like they need to find their way again. The problem is for Joe Gomez is that Joe Gomez kind of knows when he has games like this, he ain't playing again for however long, unless there's an injury. He needs to get out of that slump and believe in himself again.
It might actually be what his problem is. Maybe he's not good at dealing with the fact that he knows if he don't perform well today, he won't play again. Maybe it gets better with him.
Isn't it disingenuous to say that? Because he has played quite a lot of football this season. He's played way more so far this season than he did last season.
But what I mean is, when I say the confidence, so when Joe Gomez has a bad game, I think he's under depression. He kind of knows, like, oh, flip, man, I ain't starting next week. And I think that affects him. Now, you're right. I think he's played probably more times than he probably would have realized or thought at the start of the season. However, I think we can all see injuries have taken a toll on him, bro. Like, confidence-wise, it's like he doesn't trust himself. So, like, he overcomplicates basic things, bro. When the ball was played in, up until the goal, he kept on looking back. But when the ball was played in, he was just like, man, I'll just stand there and I'll just kick it if it comes to me. Bro, attack the ball. You're the defender. Not only that, caught how many times flat-footed. Ball was played in behind. He didn't know what was going on. He's turning left and the ball gets played in the right-hand side channel. That's not Joe Gomez. It's so hard to explain. But yeah, man, he's devoid of confidence. I can't lie. You can see it and it's horrible to see. I can't lie.
So 3 then, yeah, boys. Can I ask a question? I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. Everyone knows I joke about when it comes to Nat. Is there not an argument to say that it should actually be Nat who's fourth choice at the moment instead of Gomez?
To a degree, yeah. Especially of today's performance.
It's not just today's performance, though. When was the last time we actually, and all jokes aside, I'm not even taking a minute. When was the last time we saw Nat play and he had a stinker?
I mean, he's only played 3 times this season.
No, I know, but this is what I say. So when we say Gomez is barely playing and is inconsistent, Nat's playing even less than him, but he's not showing those rustiness moments. He's not showing inconsistency.
I hear that.
So why is it Gomez is still ahead in the pecking order? Because if it's just because of pace.
No, because Gomez is still capable of man of the match performances like against Man City, where he kept Haaland quiet for the whole game.
He's also capable of 3 out of 10 performances as well.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's so frustrating, because he's either all or nothing, literally.
But we've seen more 3 out of 10s this season than 10 out of 10s from him.
I can't even remember. I'd have to go back.
I hate to do it, Drift. Nottingham Forest, he was the one that gave away the free kick, if I'm not mistaken, got them the goal. And got caught on the halfway line.
But it's very easy to remember the bad performances. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to go and actually think.
But brother, I'll be honest. I'll be genuinely honest. Apart from that Man City game, I can't think of a good game he's pretty much had.
I do remember us talking about Joey in more glowing terms on more than one occasion this season. I just have to go back and remember when it was.
Napoli, he was bad. He was bad against Napoli as well.
But I think he played quite well in a few of the other Champions League games. Like, I think it was either the Rangers or the Ajax game when he was really good. I'd have to go back and have a look. I can't remember, but it is a worry. He is starting to worry me. I must admit.
Joel Matip.
We let him 3 goals and he was the other centre-back. His ball playing was brilliant today. That pass for the assist for the assist was sensational.
We have to we're judging the player based on them, not the scoreline.
No, but I'm still trying to think about, could he have done better at chances when we did concede goals? Because if you're letting a goal, ultimately you have to think, where was each defender, what was the positions, what was happening, etc. So I'm just trying to think back to if he was at fault for any of the goals, or if he did anything in any of the goals. I'd probably give Matip a 7.5. I thought Matip was overall really good, but again, as a defense, we did let in 3 goals. I don't think you can let in 3 goals and any defender really walks away with 8s and 9s. I know it could be possible, but that's more of an outlier rather than, in my opinion, like if you let in 3 goals, I don't think any defender can walk away with 8s and 9s. I go 7.5 for Matip.
I'm 7.5 as well.
I was gonna say 7, but I think, I might vote anyway. But I think you lot will convince me, because I think if there was one defender that didn't deserve to be on the losing side, especially from the starting lineup, it was definitely him, 100%. I think Matip, like you was talking about before, Matip is so serious. He's just been very unfortunate with injuries this season compared to last. So
Sorry, can I readdress my 7.5?
mm.
Outfield, apart from maybe Thiago, he was better than Matip today.
Kelleher's probably the only one you could possibly say, I guess.
Now, Kelleher was brilliant in my opinion. He was really good and justifies the 8. Matip, from what I can remember, wasn't directly involved in any of the goals being conceded. Couldn't have done anything about them, in my opinion. He was the main reason we got the first goal, in my opinion. He was breaking lines with passing. He was breaking up some of their play. There were times where he was intercepting because he was the last defender. There was a time when I think it was 2 players that were on through. I remember what he basically did, what Virgil did to Spurs a couple seasons back, stopped the angle for the pass, making De Bruyne have to pass to someone else, which didn't come to anything. Are we being harsh on him because we've conceded 3 goals and lost the game rather than just looking at his individual performance? Because being real, if Kelleher's an 8, then surely Matip deserves an 8 as well.
You know what? He probably does, to be fair.
It's
not a bad shout. He probably
I might be wrong.
Look at
no. What you said makes a lot of sense. It kind of does. To be fair, it kind of does make a lot of sense for real. I ain't got no issue bumping him to an 8.
He was trying to. I think he was trying to be leader because I saw him trying to talk a few times and kind of get angry. And I remember there was one point the ball got played into his to the right back channel. I don't know if it was Milner there at the time. Maybe it was Gomez at the time. And Matt was, excuse me, guy kind of sick. He was doing. Remember, we was laughing.
Yeah.
He was trying to do the whole. He was doing this all the time.
Yeah.
No one's gonna go there. I love man.
I think he was trying to put the player off at the same time. No, he's that. He was
screaming at man.
He was screaming at man. Like, I need support because there was 2 men. One had the ball, and then someone done the overlap. And Matip was just trying to do that whole. I'm gonna wait till the last minute before I make a decision, because if not, it is yeah. Do you know what? I'm cool with giving Matip an 8. You know, it's calm, bro. Probably our best player.
Yeah, I think so. Robbo.
Bro.
You know what? Robbo probably had the worst game I've seen him have all season today. And he wasn't even terrible, but it probably was the worst game I've seen him have this season.
I don't think Robbo was good today at all, you know.
I wouldn't go as far as to say he was terrible or anything, though.
No, not terrible, but he got
it done for the Mahrez goal, but that was a beautiful piece of skill. I don't want to be too harsh on him as a defender.
But would you say he didn't look like, how can I explain it to you? So when they were attacking, he made a couple, but then
I would literally just go down the middle and give him a 5.
Yeah,
I don't think he was poor, and he obviously wasn't good. I'd just go straight down the middle with a 5.
I don't.
Was Milner better?
You know what? Bro? Do you know what? Remember the goal where he was just not there? But then I said, was he supposed to be there because of the zonal thing?
Yeah, it was
no,
a corner,
he wasn't meant to be there.
I don't know where he's supposed to be.
If you watch it back, when the short free corner is taken, Hendo's the first to come out, and then Salah comes back from a higher position, and Robbo's the one coming out of the box. So Robbo,
I'm just trying to think. Yeah,
God only knows who was meant to be there. God and Pep Linders is the only 2 people who know who was meant to be there. Whoever it was wasn't there, bro. So we're saying 5 for Robbo, yeah?
Yeah, 5.
Someone made a good point in the chat that other than the goal, he actually pretty much did keep Mahrez quiet. Maybe we're being a little bit harsh on him. He did kind of keep Mahrez quiet other than the goal.
Is Milner 6.5 and Robbo 5? Was Milner
Milner was better.
Hold on. We gave Milner no. Hold on.
Milner was better than Robbo today. I think so.
Defensively, Robbo was.
No, we're just talking overall. I think.
I'm just trying to weigh up in my brain, like attacking and defensively, because attacking wise, Robbo was shocking.
I'm not bad for. I'm not
attacking wise. We got to keep it a buck though. He was shocking attacking wise.
Yeah. He didn't do well attacking wise, but I'm
defensively
okay bumping him up. I'm okay bumping him up to a 6 based on the fact that other than the goal, he did keep Mahrez pretty quiet for the whole game.
It's making me want to think like, have we overrated Milner? You know.
No, we'll straight out the bag. Getting an assist gives you an extra point or 2, like just generally speaking. So even if you thought
an extra half, it gives you an extra half.
No. Assist gives you an extra point. An assist is almost as good as a goal, sometimes as good as a goal. Like, we got to be honest. Like, without the assist, you don't even get the goal.
It was a pretty basic assist,
No,
not to be rude or anything. It was a basic
No, because
assist.
he still had to make the run into the space to allow Matip to have an option. And, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say it was like basic. Got to have the vision. So even if you would have given Milner a 5, he's bumped up to a 6 just from getting the assist anyway, right?
But we didn't give Matip an extra half a point for the assist before the assist, which effectively...
that was in my thinking.
Yeah,
that was in my thinking when I'm.
I feel like we've overrated Milner a bit, you know.
Do you know what? It's locked in now. We've locked it in.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's done now, but I'm just
pathetic,
bro. We need to find a new rating for we need to put a carnival rating. Fam, if you ever see it, it's horrible. It was horrible. KDB made man skin out on the floor, bro. I can't, bro. Seriously.
You know what? I didn't see that.
You know?
I don't have that image in my head.
Drift, you know, so crazy. He's done so well in the games normally that he plays, and rightly
he's
so.
Been brilliant.
He's gaining a reputation, but this game flew. When I say this game flew by him, I'm talking like when man say to you, "Well, you don't remember that happened?" You're like, "Oh, bro, you know what? That night was a blur."
What, like man walk up, man, when you wake up from being knocked out and you don't remember what happened?
Yeah, man was like, "What, don't you remember?" No, bro, I can't even remember. When
man's moving like Jose Aldo, yeah.
Bruv, the game flew by him and he was skinning out. Yeah, it's
can't take that left hand. They can't take that left hand, Drifty.
Yeah. Precision and timing beats power and speed.
Precision beats power and timing beats speed. I tell you this every time. I tell you this every time. Say it again, Joel.
Not ready. Precision was not ready tonight. You know.
Shout out McGregor. I've got that proper 12 whiskey for my Christmas drink this year. Still, shout out Conor McGregor.
He was not ready. I don't want to. This is gonna really bad. You know?
I was gonna give him a 5, to be honest.
Oh wow, you're being generous. You know?
Oh, Cal, if you get hooked at half time and you were skinning out during the game, he can't
be the same as Robbo, bro. See, this is where Cal he can't. He was skinning out.
That's true. 4 then. 4.
I think he gets a. Can't be honest. I think
he was hooked at half time because he weren't playing. He was
done. You're done. He was done, bro.
You're done.
He was done.
You know what? What I will say in his defense, that is literally the only time we've ever watched him and he's actually underperformed. It's
not looking good, bro.
For a 17-year-old, he's been actually pretty flawless whenever we've seen him, you know. It will happen, innit? It will happen.
No, of course.
I don't know, because I don't want everyone to go, he ain't good enough, because you know that's what the narrative will end up being.
With all respect to people who say that, I ignore it because, like, we know we're not going into this with agendas. Like, we are rating the player based on today, not their
just today. Today. But
but a lot of people only need one game for the whole shit to just go left.
No. We're just doing this game because you know what? One thing I did say when I done the starting lineup at the beginning, I said the midfield. I said to the people, the midfield is not looking good, bruv. It's gonna get split. It's gonna get destroyed. It's gonna get split. But such a rip it off the band-aid. I'm saying a 3. Yes, a 3.
Can I ask you a quick question before we move on? If you're Thiago and you see that you're playing with a bunch of kids in the lineup, not that like kids mean they can't be good players, are you slightly frustrated / like annoyed at your manager for almost not throwing you to the wolves, but do you feel a little bit like raw? Like you're really gonna have me out here with just a bunch of kids, bro?
I don't think he'd feel like that if it was any other team barring Man City.
Thiago was nearly as old as both of them put together.
Bruv, he probably, all right, I'll be Thiago. You read out the midfield team sheet.
Alcantara, Basetic, and Harvey.
You nailed it. The thumbs up. I was like, okay. Hey, Drift, what's that?
He wants to cuss. He wants to cuss.
Okay.
No way. Don't fuck with me. No way.
Like he wants to cuss, but he also wants to be respectful to the manager and the players who are going to be playing with.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you.
Bruv,
He's-
now wait. I'll be Thiago still. Now, Drift, read out Man City starting my midfield three for me.
Matt, who's in the midfield again? Rodri,
Rodri, Gundogan,
Kevin
De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
But he feels like that inside.
Hey, you know what's mad, yeah? Flipping, big up Rams in the chat.
Big up Rams. Big up blessings. Brother.
I'm going to ask you a little question, and I just want you to be as honest with me as possible. Yeah, 2-2 at half time, based on the midfields. That's a bloody good first half. If you actually,
one-one.
But we got lucky though.
It was 1-1 at half time.
Was it 1-1 at half time? Okay, whichever
we
way,
kind
it
of
was
got
a draw.
lucky.
It was a draw. So whichever way you look at it, I'm not gonna lie. Look what we just said. Look what Cal's response is. So we just said Rodri, Gundogan, and De Bruyne, arguably 3 world-class players, yeah, up against Thiago playing with 2 teenagers. And we actually was at half-time nil as a draw.
Thiago's not even French. And do you know what he said? Said de la merde. Not even French, bro.
No, but I'm not gonna lie though, guys. On the real, can you not know just take a little bit of positivity from that in terms of like, that midfield managed to battle with that midfield and be level at half time.
From
away at the
result,
Etihad. They didn't battle though.
But
we got a goal because Nunez burnt out Laporte, bro. He put him on the barbecue, brother, and closed the lid. Like that's why we
did.
scored.
But do you want to know what I was gonna say?
No.
Even
that was the second equalizer.
That was the first one was Matip taking about.
But he's the killer.
Matip doing up midfield roles, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm still saying for 45 minutes to be level away the Etihad with that teenager midfield up against that world-class midfield.
Bro,
I think that kind of looks like
Haaland had one of the worst misses. So did Cole Palmer. But Cole Palmer should be. I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, but effectively, as you lot said, Nunez also missed 2 chances.
That's true. That's true.
But we almost could have been winning at half.
But what I was gonna say to you, when you watch the game, just like not thinking about result, bro. Man City dominated midfield. Remember when we both said to each other, we were like, we're just gonna have moments in the game, and that's all we could fathom was moments, bro. Carvalho, until he scored the goal, was getting eaten, fam. Pause. Like Kevin De Bruyne bars him off the ball and got the ball off him a few times. Then there was other times. Basetic, we won't even go what happened to him. It was literally Thiago versus 3 Man City players at one point. I was bro.
Look, I'm just saying
they overran us, bro.
Maybe I'm just actually thinking about it out loud and like,
I forgot about Elliott as well. Elliott wasn't really.
We were level at half time with that midfield versus that midfield. That's a mad thing. Because it looks to me like Klopp took the game a lot less serious than Pep overall. I know I've said to you like that was one of my takeaways from the game. But on the real, if you look at the fact that he had Basetic and Elliott in midfield, I don't think Klopp actually took this game seriously. But we'll obviously get to Klopp when we get to the end. So yeah.
Thiago.
He's a boss, man. I feel sorry for him at times.
Some of them little flicks and stuff are just next level.
I feel sorry for him. I know. I don't want to say it. I know he thinks about. I left Bayern for this, fam. Kimmich and Goretzka and Musiala. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He must look around and think. Yeah, that's one of them ones you're going into work. You know it's gonna be a long day.
Well, you meet them ones where you get to work at 9. You think you've been there a couple of hours. Look at your watch and it's 9:15.
9:15. Yeah, 15 minutes, and you're like. Let me go make a coffee.
I've been toilet. I've made a tea. Yeah. I've had a chat.
Let me go make the 4th coffee in 15 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? I've even Skyped. Remember on the stairs when I stopped for a couple of minutes to talk to that guy from HR?
For no reason.
For no reason. I was just trying to kill a couple of minutes. Bro. And it's still only 15 minutes. What
he
is going on?
Needs help. Like, if there's one thing all Liverpool fans can say, Thiago needs help. He needs help, bro.
Well, today he did anyway, yeah. 100%.
Just in general, though, bro. I feel like in general.
You know what Daggy said is so true. Thiago deserves Enzo, and let's just throw Bellingham in there as well. He deserves to be playing with these caliber players. He just does, man. But
I see that was part of the comments still.
Deserves a lot. Let's be honest.
Bruv,
He
he's
left
one of the
Bayern
best.
Munich. He was cushy at Bayern Munich, you know.
Bruv, he's one of the.
He had runners, you know.
He's one of the.
Goretzka,
He's one of the
Muller,
best
Kimmich,
midfielders of his generation.
Lewandowski. No, Matt, hear the runners he had at
Hey,
Bayern.
bruv, I know.
Alphonso Davies, Kimmich, Pavard, flipping Muller, Goretzka, Sane, flipping Lewandowski, and Gnabry. Look, he had life so good, bro. Now he's doing that road with Elliott and them, man. Like,
They should have took Thiago.
He was making 150k a year. He was a high value man, and he said, "Nah, I'm gonna dash this all away. I want to start shotting on the roads with the man." Trying to start shotting.
Yeah.
It's true, you know. I know for a fact. You see, I don't know, I'm doing it old school. You see the team bus thing where like every man's like got their headphones. I just know Thiago's sitting there with headphones in, and he just don't want to talk to no one, but he's still being nice. So Besetic will come and talk to him, and Besetic start talking, and he's just like,
bruv, Thiago wasn't listening
to
to music, Matt. He put a movie on that coach, bruv. He put Kindergarten Cop on.
Well,
I think he listens to ASMR of people kicking the ball. I think that's what he listens to. I think that's his safe place, bruv. Just people fizzing the ball and passing it. Just punching the ball. That's all he listens to. That's his thing.
Oh, man.
I think that's his thing. We say for Thiago then 7.5.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Man graces the pitch every time he plays. I just hope he needs help.
Elliott.
I think our levels actually got worse when Elliott came off.
He's a bit of a weird one, Elliott, because
I still think he was getting bullied a little bit.
He was getting bullied, but in a weird way, he was still a bit affected between the lines, though. So when he lost the ball, him and Carvalho, you're like, oh my God, you lost the ball from a shoulder barge. But then they kind of used the ball smartly, though.
Do you want to know what my issue is? My issue is the way we play. I don't know if you lot agree with me or not, yeah. So correct me if you lot think I'm wrong or you disagree. I think if you play like Man City or like 0-10 Barcelona, you have no issue with people like Curtis, Carvalho, and Elliott having the ball at their feet for a bit longer, taking that extra touch, because that's kind of the way you're allowed to, and to a degree, told to play. You see, if you play like Liverpool, where it's got to be a bit more quick, a bit more chaotic, and a bit more rough around the edges, it almost becomes a hindrance. And I think that Elliott is starting to slightly fall into the Jones category of he does take a touch or two more than he needs to. He does second guess himself a few times when it comes to what pass to make and when to make it. And he slows down attacks sometimes. So again, I think the kid's brilliant. I think he's got a bright future at Liverpool. But I'm thinking, is it stylistically, again, maybe a slight thing of like, we've got a lot of players in our team that slow the play down, and that's just not how we play. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit of like, what do we do with this? Like, honestly, like, what do we do with this when we've got so many players who like that extra touch? You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, man, you got to make it quick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you lot agree with me or not, but
we buy better players who they can learn from.
But sometimes your style is your style, though. That's what worries me.
No, but yeah, that's true. But we need to be more decisive. You see, when we get the ball, and then remember, Drift, there was a time when we were like, "Oh, why did he hold on to the ball?" I think it might have been Elliott. Remember when we were like, Nunez went one way, Salah went the other way, and Elliott was dwelling on the ball, and he beat a man and still held on to the ball and didn't know what he wanted to do. That's the difference between like being here and then being there, because the top players know when to be decisive. Like they're like, I've got to play that ball now. Like I have to play this ball. Has to be accurate. Has to be perfect. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
You got to give him credit as well, though. Sorry to cut you, mate. You got to give him credit as well in that scenario, though, because as much as he messed up the pass, it was his brilliant turn and run that created the chance, because he done the man in defense, and then he's the one who made the run to penetrate. So it's hard to be critical in it, because if someone does something brilliant and creates the chance from their own skill, but then messes up the second part, it's very easy to just be angry about the second part and forget. Well, if he didn't do the first bit, that opportunity doesn't even create itself in the first place. And I think that's what we have to try and always do when we're analyzing stuff. Is not always go straight to what did he do wrong. Think about, but it was his turn and skill that allowed him to be in that position in the first place. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So it's a difficult one, isn't it, to judge it?
No, I agree. But I just think, you see, like if we was to get these players, for example, Jude Bellingham and Enzo Fernandez, especially Jude, you see the way how Jude kind of displayed himself in the World Cup. One thing that's always stood out for me was the weight of pass, excuse me, and his decision making. Wasn't even about his tenacity or like, because he's always going to bring that. Because when you look at top players, and that's what separates it, it's like these little things, but they're really important. Decision making is so key in football. And I feel like we have some players that are in that in-between stage, and maybe because they're a little bit young, they're just not there yet. But you do get some players that are at their age, but they have it already. Some players learn how to be like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of mad still.
Yeah. Like Ram said as well, you can spin it the other way. I get that, Ram. I get what you mean. You can spin it the other way as well, but I kind of try to analyze the positive and the negative at the same time if I'm doing an analysis, not to be just overly critical. So I'll give him a 6.
5 for me. What are you saying, Matt?
5 for Elliott, I think. Yeah.
Salah.
This is a difficult one.
For me, it's a 5.
Yeah, he scored, but can't
5.
give him.
He burst up Ake's ankle. First half, I thought he was playing quite well. Second half, he was really quiet though, weren't he? He was really quiet.
He didn't really do it. I know he scored, but
he gets an extra point for the goal.
Yeah, he scored. All right.
So I'd give him a 6 then. You know, if you think he was a 5, which his performance probably was, I'm gonna give him a 6 because he scored the goal and he took the goal well.
It was fizzed into him, and I did. You know, funny enough, actually, when it fizzed into him, you know, when he first hit the ball, you know, I thought he undercooked it.
He got a very good connection and control to finish.
But
I'll give him a 6 because
other than the goal, though, but he didn't do it. I know
but he wasn't rubbish though, bro. So he was average. I think Cal's right with the overall rating without the goal. 5. He had an average game.
No, I was gonna say 5.
Goal, so I'll bump him to a 6 because he scored.
I was gonna say, well, we don't do 5.5 around here, do we?
No, yeah, you can give him 5.5.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say 5.5. I can't remember if we did them still the 5.5.
We don't do that around here.
We don't give 5.5 round here.
Boy.
How can you be average 0.5, mate? Doesn't even.
I forgot we did them round here, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even make sense, bro.
I forgot we did them round here.
Man's flinging decimals in average.
Carvalho.
He's another weird one. He was getting bullied at one point, though.
But he was quite harshly removed from the performance, in my opinion.
He's getting bullied.
I don't think he was playing bad enough to come off.
Do you know? I think Klopp took him off. This is the only reason. I think defensively he was bad. Attacking wise, he was good. But defensive wise, Klopp just looked at him and thought, "You're just not even on it, bro." Do you know there's one bit? He had the ball, yeah. Kevin De Bruyne came close to him. He tried to kick the ball and run around De Bruyne. De Bruyne matched him for pace, but beat him to the ball and shoulder bars man to the floor.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I was like, no.
But then remember when Akanji tried to move to him and he was very smart and he won the free kick because he cut across him.
It's like he learned.
I'll give Carvalho a 6 as well. I think he was 5 like overall, but he scored a goal. I'm going to do what I'm doing with Salah because I think he was just as involved in the game as Salah was. Really, if you're being honest.
He was a good finish as well, by the way. I'll give him
a 6.
I'll give him a 5.5.
He scored. You look right.
I know, but 5.5 again. I'm gonna say 5.5.
I might be being reactionary, and I hope he's not coming across that way. I know hindsight is obviously a beautiful thing. I personally think we should have left him at loan on Fulham for this season and let him play in the Prem at Fulham, you know, in his natural position.
I think that's just part of the
hindsight's 2020, though.
I know, but I think we've stunted his growth a little bit by not even playing him properly and playing him sparingly.
Yeah,
he does not seem like the same player that we saw at Fulham.
Agreed. He's not.
We're playing him left winger.
Do you know what it is? I almost feel like not it's our fault, but this whole like I kind of like my man. You know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I said this from early, and you man,
But
not
no.
you man. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, but I did say he has to play as a 10 if we need to utilize him in his best position. I've said that, and you know, so man, I even said as well, turn of the year he'll be undroppable. Oh my gosh, I couldn't be so wrong right now because we're not playing with a 10 because Klopp's reverted back to the. Remember, here's another thing. Remember when everyone thought was gonna go 40? Listen, don't let me. I'm not gonna say nothing. Because I said Klopp's going to go back to he's going to revert back to 4-3-3. Everyone's like, nah, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1.
No, but I overall, I don't agree, bro. I think today he had very few options to play 4-2-3-1.
Bro?
I think today is a different kind of like. Remember, I think maybe maybe Bobby doesn't get that injury and he might even go 4-2-3-1 today and start Flacco. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think maybe he kind of didn't have a choice to play 4-3-3 because we had more players that could play midfield than we do up front. So it was a bit of a, do you know what I mean? Because look, we didn't even have a forward on the bench. We actually didn't even have a forward.
No,
on the
I
bench
agree.
today,
But what I would,
you know what I mean?
what I would have done,
the shit out of me when I actually think about it.
But what I would have done, for example, is like, because Klopp loves. No. But because Klopp loves Ox playing in the full position, this is what I thought Klopp would do.
Ox plays 8, 10, 7, 11.
He does everything, bro. Remember, he's dynamic, but he could have went Ox left. He could have went Carvalho 10, Salah right, Nunez up top, and then the double pivot. But I guess you know what it is. He probably thought Man City they're going to control the game. 2 against 3, we're getting finished. Well, in fact, it was 1 against 3.
I actually think we did play a 4-2-3-1 until Hendo came on. I think Elliott was playing. I think Elliott was playing more as a 10 than as an 8.
What? I'm
not saying he was doing it well, but I think he was playing more as a 10 than an 8.
Nah, he weren't, bro. He was dropping too deep.
Again, I never said he was doing it well, bro. But the difference between as soon as Hendo came on, you knew it was a straight 4-3-3.
Yeah. The flat 4-3-3 team.
Let's go on to the subs. Nat Phillips.
Gotta hold my hands up, bro. Man, I know. No, I'm holding my hands up, but I'm an honest guy.
I know, but it's music to my ears, bro.
Like I said, you see when KD...
Call him Naldini for me, bro, just once.
KDB, when me and Drift was saying 16 crosses, we said cross merchant. If I rob the shop 16 times, you might are going to say I've got issues, I've got problems. Yeah, that'll be me being honest.
We're definitely having a... What's that thing, Cal, where the person doesn't know they're a part of it till they get there?
Oh, you're talking about not the retreat, I know exactly what you're talking about, you know. Where you send them and then
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just take man away and they're like, what do you mean?
I think it begins with an R.
It's not retreat.
I don't know why.
Cal, what's that thing where man
intervention?
That's it. Yeah. Intervention.
Yeah, if you rob the shop 16 times, we're having an intervention, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apologies, guys. We'll come back to that. I completely forgot. Darwin Nunez.
Oh, I thought you were doing it on purpose.
No, I wasn't.
I actually forgot. No, I actually forgot.
I can't be bothered to give my fee because I'm just gonna see.
Drift, I'll let you go first. Bring some positivity.
No, I'll go first. For me, it's a 3.
Fucking hell.
I say, yo, him not do nothing.
That's madness.
Why?
If I'm being honest,
bro.
But why?
If I'm being honest,
I'm not even saying this just for the shot fact.
A 3 is poor.
Yeah, I think he had a poor game.
His finishing was poor. Yes, constantly a threat.
He's a striker.
Always making runs. Always involved in the game.
Got an assist.
Yeah,
poor. 3.
Yes.
No. Look, you're allowed. I disagree. You're allowed to. I'm giving Nunez a 6 because I thought Nunez. I thought his finishing was poor, but other than his finishing, I thought he was always involved in the game.
Where's that Mourinho mean? Where he takes off the headset and he's doing this?
What does being involved in the game mean?
Means he was constantly giving them problems, constantly being a threat. He was an outlet a lot of the time.
Missing.
No, but he was. Look, you give him a 3, I give him a 6.
Man said
All
he
right,
was
Drift.
busy.
I'm gonna switch. Drift. I'm gonna switch it. Yeah.
Man said he was busy.
If Gomez had the game he had today, but got an assist, would we give him a 6?
2 different positions, so it's different.
No, but you're always saying that you give an extra mark for a goal scored.
Mm.
So I'm saying he got an assist, but he had a
You
poor
lot
game
touch
apart
silly,
from
you
that.
know.
So for
No,
me,
we
I
didn't
think
have a
it's
poor
really
game.
just-
Because his finishing was poor, but he didn't have a poor game.
So
There's
what's
a
he on the
big
pitch to
difference
do,
between
Drift?
a poor game and poor finishing.
I'm gonna be
But what's
honest.
he on the
There's a
pitch to do?
massive difference.
But what's he on the pitch to do, Drift?
But we've said on there plenty of times, goals don't save bad performances. So
No,
why
but
should they
misses
also
do.
determine whether you've had a good performance? Then?
Misses do though, Drift.
Look, it's fine. If you say 3, that's fine. I'm giving him a 6. I thought he was a threat. He was actually our only threat, personally, in attack. If you actually take
You know
Nunez
what it
out
is,
of the game,
Drift? Here's
I
the
think
killer.
we're completely
Alright.
dud up front. Like, I don't even think it looked like we could even be threatening at all. So
without the
is
assist,
what
what
it
rating
is.
are you giving him?
I'll give him a 5 without the assist.
So how is it average when he's missed 3 gilt-edged chances?
Because scoring those goals is what gives him the 8s, 9s, and 10s. That's what makes him start to go up there. Because if he had the exact same game today but took 1 or 2 of those goals, then he's going into the 7, 8s, and 9s category. Because I thought he played well, but his finishing was poor.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm giving him a 5. But he got an assist, so I'm giving him a 6. I'm bumping him up the same way I bumped up Salah, the same way I bumped up Carvalho, because I believe it was an average performance, but they scored or they got an assist and they did something in the game that was of significance. Remember, 6 is only just above average. You don't act like I sat and said man's like 8 or a 9, but to say 3, poor. 1 above awful. 3 is 1 above awful. Come on. I mean, personally, I think that's ridiculous. With all due respect, Carl, I think that's ridiculous. Because 1 above awful. Fair enough.
How many times did he beat a man tonight?
Quite a few. And that's not his job to beat a man.
He beat a man once when he got the assist. He beat a man once when he got the assist.
Look,
how many times did he link up play? How many times did he hold it up?
Vote anyway. He did some of that quite well today.
When?
But I'm not going to remember the exact minute.
I'm not asking you to remember the minute, but if you're saying he did it, then there must be examples you can draw on, bro.
Watch the game back. I'll send you some highlights after the game.
But we know what the highlights are going to be after the game, bro.
I mean Darwin highlights.
No, Bob. The highlights are going to be him getting caught offside, him getting the assist, and him missing chances.
Bro, if you want to give him a 3, that's completely up to you.
Okay.
All right. So, what I was gonna say is, if you take a, here's the thing. He made it good runs, yes, not denying that. He got himself into goal scoring positions. I'm not denying that, but he missed like 3 chances, bro. If that's another attacker, we're gonna sit here and say he had a howler. However, he got an assist. He did get an assist, and I'll give him credit for that as well. Me personally, I have to keep it a buck. I'm only giving him a 4 because he got the assist. If I take away the assist, if I'm being honest, I think he gets a 3. Reason being I'm saying that is because he's a striker. He's a striker. And when you're a striker, unless you're Bobby Firmino and you are a conductor, which he's not, we are going to judge you on what you have been brought in to do, and that's score goals. And he can score goals. But today, it just didn't happen for him. It just didn't. Of course, he can score goals. On another day, like you said, he bangs in all 3. But tonight, unfortunately, bro, in my opinion, I don't know what happened, but it's like he was overthinking today. And it's a shame. Doesn't mean to say, excuse me, doesn't mean to say that he's not going to improve or going to be the guy who we think he can be. But I just think today, like, you know how we talk about Gomez and them thing there. He had a bad game today. He did, bro. Because when you look back at it...
Oh, you'd have to talk to me, bro.
All right, no. All right, but all right. Let me just say this. For all the people that think that he had a good game, I find it hard to justify because he got an assist, don't get me wrong, but you're a striker and you've missed how many chances? You didn't even bag 1. And they weren't the hardest. They really wasn't. And here's the thing. when you cost a lot of money and expectations, and I understand that he's been in and out the side, obviously suspensions and whatever, that's fine. We're still here with him. We're still here to build up his confidence and make sure that, right, you know what, we're behind you. No one's saying he's finished or nothing like that. All I'm saying is he had a bad game and I'm giving him a 4. That's it.
I just want to ask everyone a question.
He's won me over. Everyone knows how I felt about Darwin when we signed him.
4.
He's won me over. I'm not sitting there saying I don't want to see man starting next game and I don't think he'll do a madness next game. I'm judging him based on
I know you're not saying that. I mean, there are people saying that, which I think is ridiculous.
If those people are saying that, that's their prerogative. I rate Nunez and I'm happy we've got him at Liverpool. Do I think he's a finished product? No, but I'm rooting for him because I've seen more positives than negatives.
Because he can improve.
Like,
can I ask everyone a question? Not just you two, just everyone, and then we'll move on because I don't want this to become a Nunez show. If you take away Nunez's assist and you take away Haaland's goal today, who had a better game? If anyone says Haaland, I actually think they're smoking. If you take away Haaland's goal, you take away Nunez's assist, who had a better game today?
To be fair, if you take away Haaland's goal, Haaland still, remember, Haaland would have got the assist if it wasn't for my man. Who is it? The guy that's Cole Palmer. Remember, he put on a plate for Palmer.
I'm just asking questions. I'm not even saying
Haaland blew one bad chance, scored one, and should have got an assist. That's not his fault. Here's the thing: if you see how Nunez missed,
he'd have probably got a 5 drift. If I'm going to be honest,
do you know what I mean?
Who, Haaland?
Yeah,
Haaland wasn't even that great either, but I think he had a slight.
In my opinion, there's only a little bit in it, but I think without the goal or the assist, I think Nunez was better than Haaland today.
There's a little
goals
bit
of currency. I get it.
No, but can I ask, Drift? When you say Nunez was, what is it? Because he's running in behind.
He was constantly a threat. Like, I think we can't underestimate the fact that.
What does that mean?
No,
I'm not even going to figure out. I genuinely want to know.
I'll tell you what I mean. I'll tell you what I mean. When you watch the second half for a large portion, we've got players like Henderson and we've got players like Flacco that are getting periods of the game where they're turning and they're looking up and they've got no options and we're screaming at the TV as we're doing a watch along. Where's his movement? Why is nobody giving him an option? And we're annoyed. And these men having to go back to goalkeeper and do all that kind of stuff. Nunez constantly, for the majority of the game, made sure he was an option. Whether it was going long or he was making runs in behind, he was fully involved in the game. There were periods in the match where people were passing into him and he was taking a touch, laying it out wide, making runs into the box, doing what is good forward play. So the misses were bad. 2 out of the 3 of them were really bad. I accept that. I admit that. You lot are right. But on another day, he does score those chances. Not like he's not good enough to. That's why when people are like, get Darwin out, he's crap, I'm like, whoa. But I'm talking about, just generally speaking, Nunez was way more involved and effective other than the fact that Haaland got a goal, which obviously I'm not trying to take away, overall across 90 minutes today than Haaland was. No Man City fan, would ever go, oh, Haaland didn't do this and he didn't do that. He got the goal.
Again, I don't know if this is actually concrete information. Someone in the chat just said that Haaland created 5 chances today.
They cannot have been great chances because I was watching the game.
But again, I'm not saying it's, but if someone's saying that Haaland created 5 chances, then...
Do you know what it is? Like, again, remember, when you're just on that face value, obviously you're brought in as an attacker, striker. You're there to score goals. That's what you're there for. You're there to score goals. Haaland didn't have a great game today. He still scored though, innit? And he probably shouldn't have got an assist. Nunez fluffed 3 chances, bro. Like 3 of them. And again, on another day he scores them, but tonight wasn't his night. Like he fluffed. He didn't. Do you know what it is about Nunez as well? That I think was probably more frustrating. He didn't even hit the target, bro. You know, if you hit the target, it might rebound back to somebody else and someone else taps it in. He missed the target. That's why I say, in my opinion, he had a bad game because on another day, he hits that. And even if he hits it straight at the goalkeeper, one of them chances, full comes back out, someone plays it in, and we'll go, yeah, see, he's a menace already there. But, bro, he didn't even hit the target. That's why I say, like,
I hear that, but if he just shot all 3 of them straight at the keeper, the narrative would have been,
I'm not saying that,
hit
but
the goalkeeper with all this. So, like,
no, but, bro, he did hit the target once.
No, I get that, but I'm saying I've seen the narrative around Nunez, and everybody would have changed it.
But it's not narrative. I'm just giving you I can only give my opinion.
On a real, the narrative works both ways, you know. There are people who overrate Nunez because they want him to succeed because he's a Liverpool player and costs a lot of money. The narrative goes both ways.
Not many of them, but...
No, there are, Drift. I see it on a daily basis.
I
Before he
beg you
even
send
scored-
me them because
But
I
before he
haven't
even
seen
scored a
any.
goal,
Man.
everyone was saying he's going to score more goals than Haaland. He's going to do this in a Liverpool shirt. The
Oh
narrative
yeah,
goes both ways.
that was people at the beginning being stupid. But I
No,
mean,
but
like
the narrative goes
level-headed.
both ways, bro. I don't think you should really pay
Because
much
the thing is,
attention.
do you know, but you know what it is though? I almost feel like
It's completely one-sided, bro. It
but
is. It's
we're kind
completely
of
Completely
keeping it
one-sided.
too
bruv.
much.
There are people who will turn around today and say he missed 3 chances, but he's still the best striker in the league, or he causes chaos. And like, people are entitled to their opinions. Like, if they're not balanced, just ignore it.
Look, 4 is what he's getting, I guess, then, because Matt gave the middle rating.
Yeah.
Innit?
Phillips, then. Let's go through the
You know
subs
what?
quick.
Yeah, I put
I
my hands
thought
up.
that was brilliant.
He
I'll
played
give
a
that
blinder,
8.
you know. He played a blinder.
Is it 8 for me?
Yeah,
As well?
yeah.
Got
8
caught
for
under the
me.
ball for the goal, which, like I said, I tried to say, was it
3-on-1
really
handicap
his
match.
fault?
So
But-
with the goal, I've just
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it back. John Stones actually nudges him in the back. Which
Oh,
offsets
does
him-
he?
Offsets him, yeah.
So where's VAR to see that was a
Apparently there
You
was
know
no VAR
VAR.
tonight.
what?
No, the man are sleeping.
Was there no
innit?
VAR today?
No,
Apparently
they man are
not.
sleeping. They were sleeping.
Nah, Nat gets an 8. I thought Nat was brilliant, to be honest. For the time he was on the pitch, anyway.
Ox.
I'm also give Ox a 7. I thought Ox was actually really good today. I was really impressed. That's the best I've seen Ox for a long time.
He had some moments in the game. I'm giving, and he got he almost got the. You know what I'm gonna say? He kind of got the assist for the assist. That's when he
That goal was because of him.
no,
like-
100%. He made the
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
because he was someone pressed him. He was able to use some footwork which we haven't seen for so long outside of the boot. Can't lie to you. He probably gets like a.
It wasn't just that though. I actually think he did well. I think he was carrying the ball well. I thought he was holding the ball well. I think all his passes were on point. I think he
But
was
then,
making good
I
decisions.
think he faded
He
a
should have
little.
been. He should have been fat. He should have won a free kick before they went and down the
I
other
think
end and got their goal.
But you know what
I
it is
thought he
like
played
again.
really well, to be honest.
Again, if I'm being honest, I think he started well, but then I think you could tell because he hasn't played, you can tell like he started to get tired with Ox.
Remember,
Because even-
I'm giving him his rating based on him being on the pitch for only half an hour. Like, if you're going to compare it to others, it might not look right, but we're only looking at his half an hour. You can't compare him to the whole thing. For half an hour,
no, of course,
half an hour, he was a 7. I was actually.
I was
I
gonna
had
say
no
6.5.
issue with what he did when he came.
I
on,
said
to be
6.5.
honest.
I had 6.5.
Fair enough.
Hendo.
I didn't see much of him, but
How long was he on the pitch for? About maybe 15, 20 minutes.
I feel like he was on for a bit longer than that.
I remember there's one smart play where the ball was
Hendo
played
came
to
on in
him
the 57th minute.
by Kelleher.
Right, did he
He
come
was
on
being
that early?
pressed. He
Yeah.
had to beat his man, then he played it out wide to the right back.
I thought
That's-
his pressing upped our intensity in the game, definitely, and he brought a
I
bit
think-
more energy. I give a 6 to Hendo for his performance today.
Yeah,
good.
he wasn't better than Ox,
For
but I
the
give him a
time he
6.
was on the pitch. No,
Yeah,
Ox
yeah.
was better than Hendo.
Yeah.
Who's next? Fabinho came in at half time.
You know what? He had a couple of
Matt
iffy
needs to go
moments.
first on this one. I'm
Yeah,
intrigued.
no, I'm gonna be honest. There were some moments where I don't know if you man saw, but basically we lost the ball and him and Naby looked like they were jogging in sequence. It was actually crazy. Them man were both doing but they weren't going nowhere. And I was like, oh my god.
Look like Baywatch.
Yeah. Pamela Anderson all over again. Who remembers them days? You know them ones there? Prime Pamela. PP. Prime Pamela. Bro. Yeah. But then I'd arguably say when he gave the scissor kick to Rodri, man just said Cobra Kai, you know. Man said sweep the leg. His game, it went up a bit. So for me personally, at one point, I was gonna give him like a 4. But if I'm being honest, he probably went out to like a 6.
I'm gonna give him a 7.
I'm a 7 as well.
I thought he was good today.
The clearance,
Mhm.
intercepting quite a lot. Good tackling. I remember when he ran back and tackled Mahrez.
Mm.
I thought he was
He
a
was
7
good.
today.
That's
was
towards
good
the
today.
latter of the game, but I'm not gonna lie, the moment you man are forgetting. It was
Yeah,
caught
but bro,
intriguing.
I think one looking like his legs were gone moment during the game.
But
You
there
can't
was
judge
another
the
time,
whole
but I
time
don't
he
want to
was on the
keep
pitch
doing
because of
that.
that
What it
one
is, I
thing.
don't want to keep like drawing him out in it.
I
But
thought-
there
I
were
thought he
some
was good
moments where I
today.
was looking like, oh, here we go.
I was happy with him today.
Naby. I'm just gonna say 5 and keep it moving.
Nah, I think he was worse.
4. Sorry, guys. 4. I'm gonna keep it moving.
4.
Four.
You just rated Naby higher than Nunez. You know.
You're right.
4.
You know, you're right. You're right. 3.
What did you give Nunez?
I gave him.
Nunez a 3, bro.
Oh, you gave him a. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
If that based on that, then
saying
I gotta
4.
go 2 for Naby.
I'm saying
I
4.
gotta go 2.
2.
If I rated Nunez a 3, he was better than Naby.
Oh wow.
Naby toe punted it at someone's midriff, bro, and he was on our team. And he wasn't that far from him.
Wow.
Do you know what? Apologies, then I bumped Nunez up to a 4 and I give Naby a 3.
Wow, I'm giving Naby a 4.
Actually, you know what? I genuinely feel sorry for Naby at this point. You know, I do. I actually feel it for him.
I'm giving him a 4, innit?
And he foul throwed it as well, Matt. He foul throwed it and got away with it. He did a foul throw.
Did you see when he got pressed and he had nothing else to? Bro, did you see when he got pressed though?
I know, but
he didn't hoof the ball. He didn't hoof it. He said, "I believe in my ability."
He was on the floor, bro. Just
bro, you gotta give. Can I be honest? He looks like a guy that hasn't played football. I'm just calling it what it is. That's the honest.
Bro. Wow. Cal's on one today, you know. I think
I'm not even on
ever, you know. But he wasn't good to. If you haven't played, that's his first competitive game all season, bro. You do realize that?
You ain't kicked ball in a while, yeah.
Well, that's his first competitive game all season.
You ain't kicked ball in a while. If we went down to Power League and I said, Matt, I'm on, and you toe punted it to my midriff, bruv, I'm gonna look to the bench. And I'm gonna be like, Matt, just take 2 minutes, bruv. And you ain't coming back on, bruv. You see, whenever you shout sub, I'm just gonna be like, man, just ignore him. I'll chat to him after the game. I know I brought him.
No, you know what it is? You got no, but all jokes aside, bro, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, that's his first competitive game all season. If I'm not mistaken.
Matt, if you toe the ball at me and I'm on your team and it hits me in my midriff, I'm gonna say, Matt, take 2 minutes, bro, and you're not coming back on.
Let's not do that because I've got You know what? Don't let me play dirty. You know, I've got files on other players in terms of like, people have sent me some pictures of players. Yeah, some of the stuff they done.
I thought it was just about today's game, Matt. I thought it was just about what we were watching.
It was trash. Now, all jokes aside, he was trash. I've got no problems. He was trash. Toilet paper.
3. Yeah,
3.
At this, no. I think Cal's more on the money with the 2, but at this point,
so you're a 2. You're a 2 as well.
Yeah. He was awful.
I thought he was a 3.
No, he was awful.
I'm a 3. Now the 3 because I bumped Nunez up to a 4.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna give him a 2. Naby was awful.
Him a 2.
But I feel bad for Naby. I do. No. I genuinely feel bad.
What did we give Joe Gomez though?
I think that Naby was worse than Gomez, bro. I know he was only on
Gomez played the whole game and farted.
So that's what I'm saying.
The whole game and just fart up the place.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put things into context. So you're right. If you're basing it like, but for the cameo that Naby had, bro, he was actually more of a hindrance than he was a help. It was like he was against us, bro. It was like he was playing for Man City, bro. He was bad, bro. But at this point, I really feel sorry for Naby, and I just think for his own career, for his own, he's just got to go now, innit?
Can I be
at that
honest?
Point now where it's like Naby, like
he was trash. No. All
January the 1st, your New Year's resolution should be to get out of Liverpool. That should be Naby's New Year's resolution.
He's leaving anyway. But what I was gonna say
at the end of the season, he's not gonna go in January, man.
No. I think he'll leave it at the end of free. What I was gonna say is all jokes aside. Remember,
he's getting a contract extension. Did you?
No,
say?
he's not, bro. He's not signed. Remember, bruv, he ain't signing, bruv. He ain't signing.
So the club wanted to give him.
That's fine. He ain't signing, but he was.
What are we rating Klopp, boys?
Went to the Etihad, didn't really care from what it seems. Put a really mixed bag team out.
No, not right back.
And do you know what? Considering the plays he played, all the rotation, and it was a narrow defeat. I know it was a defeat, but it's a narrow defeat. I'll just go straight down the middle for Klopp and give him a 5 for today.
Same for me.
Really? I was gonna give him a 4.
Can I just ask
It
you
don't
lot
matter
something?
because you might have said 5, but can I just quickly say this?
Go on.
This is one of the only reason why I'm dropping him lower because when I read out the team news and I saw Milner at right back drift, I said, Lord, out of all the teams you want to put him at right back, yeah, bro, put him right back against flipping Southampton or something. You're looking at Man City going, they got flying wingers. You're saying playing James Milner right back, and Klopp's like, yeah, come on, man. And what makes it even worse, Drift? He gets injured. Why? Because the man's calf burst. It's kind of, when you think about it, that's silly management. I think we have to call it what it is. That's silly for me. You're playing Milner up right back against Man City. Ain't that not silly?
I don't know. He looked the most unbothered I've ever seen him today. I don't think he cares at all.
Man was laughing with Pep, as you said, didn't it?
Yeah, I genuinely don't think he cares at all. Like, let's keep it a buck, guys. When do we ever see Naby? I'm not being shady to Naby. I'm just trying to say the context of what I think Klopp
last year.
What this game meant to him, because there's been a lot of times when Naby's been fit this season and he's not
been on the bench. Drift.
No. Naby has been on the bench a few times this season.
No, he ain't been on the bench. No, he hasn't, bro. He hasn't.
Are you sure?
He was. Remember?
Also, this is the first time Naby's been on the bench all season.
It might be the second.
No, it can't.
It might be the second.
It might be 2 or 3 max. But remember when Klopp said, what's happened to Naby? Remember when he goes, he felt crazy, huh?
He felt crazy, huh?
He felt crazy, huh? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He
got taken out the Champions League squad. Remember?
No, I know that. I'm just saying, the man ain't played for real.
Klopp said, yo, I've had enough. Get out.
Yeah, he's got to go now.
MP said, Drift, we talked about this.
I don't even remember, if I'm being honest.
Klopp, I'm not going to lie. Klopp dealt with him. I can't even lie, bro.
Says it was Naby and Ox's testimonials today, But you know what? When he came on, at least he when Ox came on, at least Ox actually showed
Ox had impact.
Yeah,
Ox had no impact, bro.
Yeah,
remember, even I said to you, and I was being his harshest critic. I was like, "Oh my god, bro, this is his first competitive game," and it was, bro. He looked like he hasn't bro. The man looks so rusty, bro. It's really bad. I can't lie to you. It's really, really bad.
It's like man's trying to bust a lock, and you're like, you pass me something to bust this lock with, and your brethren passes your foam finger. What am I gonna do with this?
Man said a foam finger. The one you get for the wrestling.
The one you see in WrestleMania and that.
Them team rip after one. You see when you put your hand in it, the thing's gonna rip straight away anyway.
I feel bad for the guy, man. I really do.
Man said a foam finger, Man couldn't even say like a the washing up. The washing up thing. He used to wash up.
I feel bad for him, man.
That's
really
deep.
do.
Still, I can't even lie. It's deep. It's deep.
Oh man. Oh,
first of all,
that's how much impact Naby had today. But
you know what it is. First of all, we're trying to break in, and man's wearing a foam finger.
Oh man.
I'll be like, yo, fam, go home. What are you doing? Yeah. Man just thought. You never know, innit? Man needs a man.
Oh man.
I'm done.
I feel bad for the kid.
That's
man,
up there, bro. That one, that comment there, that's up there, man.
I didn't want to laugh, bro. It's horrible. I didn't want to laugh.
Shake it off, Cal. Shake it off.
That's horrible.
Kai Lewis. Only Liverpool would beat City in a game that don't matter. Win over City is always good, though, man. I don't think any game against City doesn't matter personally. Mr. Darcy Drift says all our academy players have weak genes, bar Curtis Jones. I mean, weak.
No, he said weak genetics.
I mean, Curtis isn't even fit at the moment, so I don't know what.
No,
that says
he's
about...
saying that because I think Curtis has got his half. Is it half Nigerian?
I don't even know.
I think he's talking about the genes, innit? The hard food in them.
I think he kind of is maybe more talking about their overall talent, maybe because it can't be injuries. We haven't got an academy full of injury players.
But I'll be honest though, when was the last time we saw a youth player that kind of like was built in a certain way? Like he's about it. I'm not gonna all of them man are on popcorn and Chris diet.
No, Balagizi is a monster, bro. Konsa. There's a couple, man.
But we don't see them.
No, but
he's saying
effectively, Nat kind of came through the academy.
He did.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to say this, yeah, because we've been praising him.
I dare you, bro. Go on, I dare you.
Nat Phillips is that guy. See in America where you get held back in school if you're not doing well. No, fam.
Bro.
He's been held back, though.
Man said he's doing that Bart Simpson, you know.
We've got to keep it a buck. As good as he is, bro, let's be honest, Cal. Isn't it better for him to move on for the best of his career, his own career? Nah, bro.
No,
you man are selfish then. You man are being selfish then. You don't want to see man shine.
You're not going to like me for saying this, but at the moment, as things stand right now... You don't want to see man shine? As things stand right now, he's got more right to be at the club than Gomez, as things stand right now.
Raw.
What are we basing that on, though? What, heart
based on
and
2022 going on to 2023?
No, but Gomez has got bare credit in the bank. We can't do that, though.
But I don't care about credit in the bank, but I want to know what I can do with the money tomorrow.
Oh, what? So you don't reward loyalty?
Well, look where it's getting us.
Bro, you seen that Philip? Come on, bro. Champions League
Hold on. You don't reward loyalty. You're not happy with Milner staying in, yeah?
No, I didn't say Milner, though.
But you said we were rewarding loyalty with Milner.
You got to know when to use it, though, bro. You can't just use it to everybody.
Bro, who right now is better, Gomez or Phillips?
What, based on Phillips? Well, based on Phillips is like what? How long do you play for? How long Phillips play for?
Who's better right now?
Bro, maybe form-wise, Phillips. Form-wise.
We're going into the Champions League final tomorrow, and we've got Virgil van Dijk, and we can only play one of Gomez or Nat because everyone else is injured. Who are you starting?
I don't know. I'm playing one at the back, Virgil by himself.
Oh, that's liberties, bro.
Do you want to know what? Yeah, on the Virgil thing, because that's a quick segue into what I was going to ask you.
I get what you're saying. Phillips.
Are you not a little bit worried about remember when I was saying that I think Virgil's took the World Cup loss quite hard? Are you not a little bit worried that the majority of the players who went to the World Cup and went further or the same as Holland are back? And I don't even think Virgil's back in training yet, you lot. And these men are all like playing in a competitive game like today. I remember I said at the time, I'm a little worried that's hit Virgil harder than it should have kind of thing.
He played more minutes than all the players that have just come back for our team. He played every single minute for Holland. Hendo didn't play every single minute.
But I think only the first game Hendo didn't play. And I think after that, Hendo then kind of played
all the other games. You're forgetting someone who's really important. Trent didn't play, and Trent...
Trent should be fresh. Where was Trent today?
I don't know. Apparently he's resting. Probably, I don't know.
I am a little bit concerned about the fact that there's one or two players that should have been involved today and they're not. And I'm just thinking, did that hit Virgil as hard as I don't know,
in Liverpool, he's probably gone A&E, felt something, and we got no...
Yeah, that's a good point, Cal. Ake was his partner for the whole tournament and he played today. So I'm just saying it is a little bit weird. At least be back in training.
But Virgil's a bit different. Virgil had an ACL and has to manage his knee. Like, he even spoke about when he came back. He's like, I have to prepare differently to how I used to.
Yeah.
So maybe. I just think we're just being careful. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I have no idea what's happened. He didn't play, but he's not there. So I need someone to explain.
Trent was ill apparently.
Liverpool? He's ill. How did he even get ill? I don't even know, bro. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know.
Boy, Liverpool 12th man, aka Ghost, says 2021 last time we beat City with coach and players need to hate City. I mean, yeah, I just want us to
Oh no,
sign
I think what it means is that's the last time City beat us. Is that the last time
Trent
City
as well.
beat us?
Fair play, people. He's got the bar.
Because I think we have won 3 or 4 games in a row against City. Maybe I
Klopp
guess
said
the
it, man.
oral averages are saying they're gonna get one over us eventually. They're a great team, innit? So
I don't think we have to hate City to beat them. I just think we need better players in certain positions. I don't think it's that hard.
we don't need to hate them to beat them, bro, but we just need to hate them because they are officially a proper rival. And
We
I
just
don't
need to
like
be
how
better than
pally we
them.
are with them.
I hear what
We're
you're
too
saying.
pally with them, man. We're way too pally
No,
with
but
them.
Jody is no. You know what it
What's
is,
a bigger rivalry? What is a bigger rivalry in the
we
last
topped
10
them up
years in the
last
Premier
season,
League?
you know. We gave them my licks.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't like how we are. Like in the last decade, there isn't a bigger rivalry in the Premier League than Liverpool Man City, in my opinion. Maybe naturally based on hate, but I mean, I'm talking like proper rivalry. What's at stake? All of that kind of stuff. We've had 5 title challenges in the last 10 years between us, head to head. No one else involved, just us going at it. Yeah, we are proper rivals. It's the new age rivalry of the Premier League. Effectively, we're too nice with them. We're always like laughy and happy and smiley and huggy before games. And I want a little bit of that to go, man. I want a little bit of, fuck this team. Let's get the job done. You're right, mate. I got respect for you. But with all due respect, maybe we can talk later. Like, I don't want the smiles and all that. I don't want any of that anymore, man. I don't. We're too nice. Look how when Rodri did that thing to thing, you lot even all said it right. How comes there wasn't really no one but Nunez and Hendo back in the thing? We're too nice, man. I don't like all this pally thing, man. Like, we don't have to be arseholes. We don't have to go Richarlison on everyone. But we're too nice, man. We are, man. We need that. You know what I mean? That's why people like Enzo's important. Like, man will bring a little bit of dog. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just keep on being nice to everyone, man. I'm sorry. Shithousery wins titles. You need to throw some of that in, man. We need a bit more shithousery in there. We're always like honest and, nah, man. I'm telling you, man, we need a little bit of that dog in us, man. I'm sick of this nicey shit, man.
I hear that. Fally Lou says Mane Robbo combos missed. They suited each other. Not towards the end. For the most of their career, yeah, absolutely. Towards the end, Mane was a striker. He wasn't a left winger. But
their relationship was brilliant, though.
Mane will always be missed, man. Always be missed. Co-Command says Jones is like Pedri, though, lads. I'm not gonna. Yep. Go by the book. Godson says, I'm the same as Drift. I was like, we're still in this getting Carvalho. I ain't gonna get vexed. Fair dues.
That's how I felt at the time, man. Carvalho.
Albert says, no serious team like LFC starts Elliott. Drifty, please.
I don't agree with that. Elliott's been good this season.
He has been. But he's having to play too much.
There's a question mark around how he fits in, 100%. But he's been good this season, man. We can't just pile on.
Albert says, LFC needs outstanding midfielders, not Elliott 2.5.
Right, he's giving Elliott a 2.5.
Elliott went 2.5. I agree with the first statement. The second one, no, I don't.
Mad.
Shout out to Rods. Says Darwin Nunez gets a 1, starting to frustrate me. Oh, Rods. That's harsh.
That's come on, man. That's ridiculous.
He's annoyed, isn't it? He's just annoyed.
Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying. Everyone is allowed their opinion, and I'm not telling anybody how to think. But I can still give an opinion on a rating somebody's giving them. A 1, Rods. Bro. A 1. Do you know how bad you've got to be a 1? Like, that's when that, yeah, that's that, for me, that's ridiculous.
Legend Air 1984 Smith says Joe Go Away Mez is awful. Sorry, but he's the worst. I think we're gonna have to do a little conversation.
We need to have a conversation. It's a horrible one.
I've been saying it for a while, but the conversation needs to be
a horrible one. Ron Nunez is trending. It's peak.
Godson says 3 for Darwin was harsh. He might not have scored, but for me, I would be more upset if he wasn't in the position to score. I would be vexed.
I hear that, but we got to not do that whole. I don't. Do you know what it is? You're right, 100%. That's why I gave him a 4. However, I don't want us to do that. That Timo Werner, he's got great movement and he's dangerous. I don't want us to do that because we know he can do better than what he produced tonight. And I think you don't need to defend. No, but just quickly, you don't need to defend something when you can clearly see man had a bad game. He had a bad game. He got an assist, but he had a bad game. Can he do better? Yes, of course he can.
I mean, Cal, because you wrote him down. What was Carvalho and Salah's ratings?
Both 5.5.
Would you lot actually, and let's not, would you lot say Nunez had a worse game than Salah and Carvalho?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because they didn't have the same.
I'll be honest,
opportunities that
Godfrey.
he
You
had.
see, when I see stuff like, again, I'm not trying to come at you for this, but see, when I see things like he was in the positions to score but didn't, I'm happy with that. That to me is like saying, oh, okay, you turned up to take your test, so you automatically get a C. You have to sit the test. You have to do well enough to get a C or a B or an A. Like the bare, it's like saying I'm going to rate a player because they work hard. That should be the bare minimum. Like, we're not talking about just any person we're picking up off the street. These are world-renowned footballers. These are players playing at the elite level. This is Liverpool Football Club versus Man City. This is Liverpool Football Club. This is one of the most elite teams in the world, not just in England, in the world. So for saying he deserves more because he was getting into certain positions, that's what he's meant to do. We don't sit here and give higher ratings to midfielders or defenders and turn around saying, I'm bumping him up at 8 or a 9 because his positioning was good for most of it. Like, that's what we're meant to do. This is Liverpool, guys.
But I think his point is valid, as in, they always say, worry when you're not getting the chances. Don't worry when you're missing the chances. And I think what he's saying is along them lines.
I'm not saying
to
I'm
be
worried.
fair, I usually agree with that.
I'm not saying I'm worried, but if I'm basing him on 90 minutes and he's missing chances, then he's not had a good game. He's had a very bad game.
I'm not gonna lie to
That's what I'm saying.
to think that you lot have rated him lower than Carvalho and Salah, to me, it don't sit right at all. But we've done it now, innit?
But I'm rating him based on what his job is, and he's not doing his job.
He's a striker, and although he was dangerous, Drift, like you said, in terms of like he's being aggressive.
So he has to score to get a high score then.
No, but John, it is. But he fluffed 3. In fact, it might be 4. I can't remember. But a lot of chances. If that's Salah, we say the same thing. What? Because Salah ran in behind and got an assist.
If Salah did the same thing today, Salah's getting the same rating.
3 1-on-1s practically.
No. I agree with you that he should have.
Come on, that's bad.
No. But what I'm saying is, effectively, and just hear me out.
Take the name out, bro.
No. Effectively, because Salah is our goal scorer as well. So effectively, what you're saying is, by Salah not having a chance, he gets a better rating, a better game, than the guy who at least made the runs and tried to get the goal and had the chance,
but
even though he missed it.
Dude, no.
Yeah,
I'm just asking because that means you could be non-existent.
We're
and get
doing
a
a
better
team
score
team.
than a man who was trying to.
Yes,
so I'm confused at that person.
Because what it does, Drift, because you're continuously missing chances, it then starts working against you because you're now costing the team. Because he bags one of those goals, we either go into penalties or we potentially win the game.
Being a no-show is costing more than missing chances, in my opinion.
It's not, Drift.
Oh, 100% it is, bro. You're a no-show. Bro, if you go to work and only do 30%, because technically, no, I'm saying like as in like not having any chances and like not being involved anywhere near as much of the game. So obviously I'm just giving you an analogy to like just make it easier to understand. If I don't come into work today, but I come into work and I only do half of what I was supposed to do, I'm still more effective that I came in and I didn't come in, right?
No, but we're not comparing Nunez to a no-show. All right, Drift, I'll switch it then. If Nunez had scored the winning goal today, but did very little, we'd have given him a high rating, wouldn't we? Because he won us the game.
Well, I kind of gave him a high rating anyway.
But you gave, I'm going to be real. It feels like you're giving him a high rating because you kind of want to protect him and you're getting annoyed.
No. I think other than the finishing,
like,
was good.
It feels like you're getting annoyed at people who go overboard with Nunez. So you're kind of protecting it. For me, I'm just calling it how I saw it today. And today he wasn't good. I'm not. If someone turned around and said to me, "Nunez is crap. I want him out of the club," we're having an argument about it because I'm like, no, come on, be real. But if someone turns around and say he wasn't good today, I'm like, yeah, you're right.
No, that's fair enough. But like I said, I'm just basing it off of the scores that we gave the players. And respectfully, even if you take Salah out, because Salah scored today, Carvalho getting a higher rating than Nunez. Like, I can't make sense of that, guys. Like,
no,
honestly,
but hear what I'm saying.
I can't make any sense of that.
But
he was not better than Nunez.
Even if that's a mistake, let's just say it's a mistake. Okay, cool. But we can't go back. Let's just say it's a mistake. Carvalho at least got a goal today. And I understand Nunez got an assist today. And they'll probably, you might be right, they might be just as bad as each other. it's not even about comparing him to other players, like so to speak. It's just about let's just try and focus on him and just today. We're not talking about.
I'm just saying
career.
he was our best forward today. That's all I'm saying. So
I think he was our most dangerous forward, but it was all
players is a bit.
But because
weird,
you were dangerous, bro, but then you were lacking. You can't have them many chances and just not do nothing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway,
he didn't even hit the target, bro.
Let's not go back over it, but yeah.
Godson said, okay, he could have worked the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He should have.
Just remember last time we played, Haaland couldn't talk to Nunez. Overall, Haaland is a better striker this season, but I still rate Nunez. Yeah, I sit with that as well. Albert says Ox 7 Carabao Cup is a distraction. Glad we're out. Completely disagree.
I'll never be glad we lose.
How is competing for a... God, have we forgotten who we support? I'm so lost nowadays.
We just got to leave people to their opinions, innit?
I'm so lost.
Not everyone's gonna agree. It's one of them things, innit?
I'll be honest. The day I sit here on a stream and say I'm happy Liverpool lost, you guys are better pull the plug, bro, because I'm not good for Kopish anymore. I'm just being real. I'm not good for Kopish anymore. I'd have changed too much. I don't know what would have happened with me, but I'd have changed too much. Even a bloody friendly, I don't want to lose. I can live with losing a friendly, but losing to our rival in the cup competition at Carabao is a distraction all of a sudden. But yet everyone was happy when we had the parade a couple months ago. Everyone was celebrating when we beat Chelsea at Wembley, but now it's a distraction. What is going on, man?
No, Cal, it's a distraction based on how many games you've got to play with a limited squad. I think that's what, and I agree to an extent.
Genie Houdini says, would you rather have Coutinho's right foot or Robin's left foot? Think of the type of goals they have scored. Oh, bloody hell, that's a tough one.
I'll plead the fifth.
What's that? Sorry? What?
Would you rather have Coutinho's right foot or Robin's left foot?
Oh, BA. Why are we having these conversations?
Yeah, I'll plead the fifth on that one.
I try to change this conversation, you know. Nah, bro. That
he's making it light-hearted, isn't it? Giving us...
What's your answer then, Matt? I know what Drifty's answer is, but he just won't say it on camera.
No, honestly, I'll plead the fifth. If both those players are at the peak of their powers, both of their feet are disgusting. Because this isn't about careers and stuff. This is just like peak of their powers. Coutinho's free kick against Arsenal.
I'll just say it.
Countless Robin left foot. Like that's
Robin,
madness.
Everyone knew Robin only used to balance with his right foot, bro, and you still couldn't do a damn thing about it. Robin's left foot, bro.
You said it. I'm just saying. You said it.
Robin, man, come on.
I know, but the long shots from Coutinho, bro, the long shots
were nice,
bro.
The long shots were nice, but we're not just talking about shooting. We're talking about man. I've got Robin's left foot or Coutinho's right. You could not get the ball off him, and you knew what he was going to do.
Bro, let's not act like Coutinho in his prime was not. No, Robin's career outweighs Coutinho. There's not even a debate.
Matt, imagine I said to you,
free kicks though, peak.
Matt, I'm gonna front kick you in your belly and then hit you with a right hook, and then I went and did it. I'm pretty skillful, aren't I?
No, I know. I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make an argument, innit?
There's no argument. It's Robin.
I'm just trying to make an argument.
Stick at his peak.
All right, let me ask you another one. Robin's left foot or Neymar's right foot?
Neymar.
Okay.
Neymar.
Sure.
You shouldn't. Why did you make him think about it, man?
You know why I'm thinking about it? You know why it's tough? You know why it's tougher because now I've just thought about it. Because Neymar's not just one-footed. Neymar could effectively
score. Coutinho, though.
No, but
Neymar's near enough ambidextrous.
Hold on. I'm just going to go back to one assist. PSG versus Bayern Munich. I think it was the season where... I think it might have been the season where they got to the final. Neymar's running back towards his own goal and then with his left foot, curls it back the other way and sets someone up.
Yeah, because he can do that.
Robin's not doing that with his right foot. Coutinho's not doing that with his left foot.
Yeah,
so
probably not.
Based on your question, Matt, I'm going to go Robin's left foot because Neymar's so two-footed.
Look at you trying to be all techie
I'm just being real.
With it. You know what? All right, what last one? Quick fire round. R9's right foot or Messi's left foot? Yeah, talk to me now, bro.
No comment.
Go on. Don't think about it. Just say it. What
No,
can't
'cause
you?
you're
Messi's
looking
left
down the
foot,
camera lens,
R9's
bro.
right foot.
No,
Go on,
Bro,
bro.
you're entitled to whatever.
No, I'm
you
not,
want,
bro. When you say that, bro.
And that wasn't me, by the way.
I know it's Matt. I no answer.
I'm not gonna lie. Even I plead the fifth. Forget
Yeah,
that.
I've
I'm
no
not answering
answer.
them type of stupid questions. There. No.
Mr.
Well,
South
I'll
Bay,
answer this one then, bro.
New owners versus Klopp. Choose one, guys. Be serious.
New owners versus what?
Either you have new owners or Klopp.
So
You can't have
basically,
both.
Klopp and FSG are new owners, and we have to get a new manager.
These are the dumbest questions, bro.
I'll be completely honest with you, FSG and Klopp.
Well, it's getting kind of late, you know. It's getting kind of late, bro. No, everyone's there. What are you saying, Carl? You're being kind of quiet.
I can't do FSG anymore, man. I can't. I've seen this movie 6-7 times, brother, and the ending's virtually the same all the time.
No, it
Groundhog
is.
Day.
We say you're just gonna strap up Klopp like how they strapped up the chicken
I
King
love
Kong, like
Klopp.
just sacrificial
Let me
lamb.
make this clear. I love Klopp. I love Klopp. But I've had enough of FSG. I need them.
I'm not gonna lie. I love Klopp as well, bro. But you know what it is, Griff?
I'm not gonna love any other manager like I've loved Klopp. But you know what? Winning trophies is gonna ease the burden a little
Well,
bit.
imagine this, yeah. I'll give you an example.
You know, new owners doesn't guarantee anything as well.
It doesn't. No, but when he says new owners, he's basically saying
a damn fee.
He's saying money.
But
there.
Klopp
He's like,
does.
I got money.
No, he doesn't.
Money.
Klopp doesn't guarantee anything.
Klopp guarantees competitiveness.
I don't want to be competitive anymore.
No. But what I'm saying is that is the only guarantee in those three variables. FSG, new owners, and Klopp. The only one that's a guarantee is Klopp will always keep you compared.
Can I tell you something?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
you either play it safe or you have a go. If you get new owners, you're having a go. Like you said, it might not even work, Driv, but at least you tried.
We got
FSG.
You think
over and over again. So what happens when it comes to summer of 30-38? James Milner's getting a new contract. What are you saying, fam?
Look, if you look at new owners, that's fine.
I don't want to be okay anymore, Drift. I want to be dashing it, bro.
Besetic is being talked about as world class. This is what Harvey Elliott, all big 30-year-old man, still they're doing the same stuff.
It's fine.
I love Klopp, but sometimes you gotta make sacrifices.
Yeah, man. Bro. I love Klopp as well, but still, bro, we need to do better. Big
up Bayesian Barnes. Naby can't get broken in wearing a chastity belt. Pause. Pause. H says Verge is in training but hasn't even been pictured.
No, Bayesian, you can't say that, bro.
Yeah, I've not seen any pictures of Verge either.
No.
Kai says, recent times when we draw or lose to City, we don't win the league or we lose by 1 point. But the season where we've won, we ain't going to win the league. Oh, I get you. Yeah, I get you. I get you now, Kai. You're right still. Ghost says, Klopp and the team need to approach City like we do Man U. I hear that, but I mean, we lost to Man U this season, bro. So I don't even know where we are.
Based on what Kai just said, based on what Kai just said, so the year we won the league, we beat Man City. So that was a year when it wasn't an unnecessary win or like the win.
No, but that's what he's saying. That since then, that was
since then. Oh, okay, fair enough. no, because we won the FA Cup after beating them. Like we have had victories after beating them. It hasn't just all been like the wins are pointless. We did beat them in the FA Cup and then lifted the trophy.
Bayesian Barnes says, I banned Naby, but I hope he knocks off the rust with this team and his skill set. His skill set is needed.
I hope
Bayesian, he's done. He's done, Bayesian, man. He's done.
I hope he does as well, Bayesian.
I don't want to read this out. Albert says we want to beat Valverde, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga with Elliott, Bichetic, and Fabinho. They won't play against Madrid. God forbid. They won't. You won't do that to me, will you, big man? Please don't do that to me, big man. Nunez fluffed 4 chances. He missed the target on all 4. 3-4. The Darwin Nunez 27. He didn't miss 4.
I want to know what the fourth one was.
No, I think it's 3.
It was 3. It wasn't 4, unless I missed one.
I think it's 3 still.
Albert says we have a limited and injury hit squad, bro. Doing all 4 competition gets us nothing in the end. Let's focus on Premier and Champions League where it counts the most. All right, Albert, I hear you.
It might be 4, you know. It actually might be 4.
Carabao Cup, there are 4 more games to play in the Carabao Cup, and that finishes in February. Around about the time when we start playing Champions League again. There is no guarantee we are going to win our FA Cup game. I'll be honest with you, going into the Real Madrid game with the current squad we have, we are not getting through with over 2 ties. It's not happening. And then the Premier League, the best we can do is finish 4th or 3rd. We're here to collect trophies.
I know, Cal, but if I said to you those 4 games were going to fatigue the team to the point where we dropped 2 points we shouldn't have and finished 5th, you probably would sit here right now and go, oh, yeah, no, screw the Carabao, then I want 4th in the league. Like, you pick 4th over the Carabao.
But we don't know, Drift. Supposing I turn around and say those 4 games, we win the Carabao Cup and it galvanizes a team to push on and do other stuff. It could work both ways.
It can work both ways. But I'm saying that's why people are worried. Do you get what I mean? That, like, if we get a little bit extra fatigue, a bit extra tiredness, having a squad trying to win all the trophies when we... Because, Carl, let's be honest. If we're going to try and win all of them...
That's a negative mindset.
No, I get where you're coming from, but if we're going to try and win all the games, yeah, because based on what you're saying as well, you want to go how many FA Cup because you want to try and win the trophy as well.
I want to win everything every season.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, Cal, look at our squad now and tell me how that squad's capable of 63 games in one season that had a World Cup in the middle of it.
But we ain't going to be in 63 games, bro.
We would if we'd have gone all the way to the final of the Carabao.
No, it wouldn't be, bro. You'd pay 63 games if we go all to the final of the FA Cup and the Champions League.
Yeah. So I'm saying, based on the effort you want us to put into the FA Cup, say we did, and we went to the final with this.
But I'm not sitting there saying we're going to get to... But this was the best chance of us winning the trophy this season. The Carabao Cup.
No, I hear that, but you must get what I'm saying. There's a possibility winning this game would have meant we go all the way in this, and then say we do get a good run in the FA Cup. This squad cannot handle a 60 to 63 game season, bro. Last season's squad couldn't even really deal with it, and that was a brilliant squad. This squad now, bro, we can't, bro. Look what that even did to us. That'll be back-to-back 60-plus game seasons as well. That will have some of these men in crutches before they're 50 years old outside of football. Like, I don't think it's good for the health of the team, if I'm being completely honest with you. But that's just my opinion.
I disagree. If you got a chance to win a trophy, you try and go for it.
100%. You got to try. You can't just...
You try, but you silver lining.
Mr. Sinclair says, AKA Fresh Money. Little Smoke, I read. CEO Billy Hogan restricted filming at LFC Dubai camp when visitors arrive from Dubai. Possible cell related. I bloody hope so.
I heard that. I actually heard that myself. That's
Bloody
actually
hope
true.
so, man.
Reportedly true.
There's so much being said, though. What can we believe in? Anyway?
That's true, though. That's true as well.
Math says, I'm late to the show. You lot mentioned Joe Gomez is washed. Not washed, but conversation needs to be had.
You got a low rating, that's for sure.
VVD out in Crava or Salah out and Vardio, in. Neither.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Go and get both and keep both.
Yeah, that makes sense. Keep weakening and
I'm changing. I'm telling you from now, I'm changing. I ain't doing this whole bargaining crap anymore. If we've got money, go and get the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Keep selling players.
You changed already, bro.
Yeah, I have.
Not changing.
No.
You're a butterfly now, bruv. The evolution is crystallized.
No. I was a lion cub before. I want the hair around my face now, bro. Yeah, I'm changing at the moment, but I haven't changed yet.
No, I'm being on it. I'll go one further. When I say I'm being so greedy, I'm being Scar from Lion King. I want it all.
Bro.
Yeah, but you know how that ended. Remember how that ended, Matt?
That's very true. But at least at one point he was king of Pride Rock, bro.
Days of glory, bro.
Be prepared.
Getting duppied by his own people,
bro. Be prepared when the takeover happens, bro. Just trust me.
Yeah,
we need a bit. We need that money, bro.
Been bargaining for the last 11 years, bro.
But how many times we got to keep? Yeah, we got to sell. Well, yeah, let's get the Excel spreadsheet out. Yeah, if we sell him and defer his wages to him, he's owed back pay. So therefore, if we sell my man,
we're all done with all that.
And then telling me to take off my socks so I can get a new T-shirt. No, man, I'm cold.
Over with that, bro.
Got cold
Be
feet.
prepared. You heard it here first, man.
I got cold feet. I want to put a T-shirt on and keep my socks on. Hate says Naby has Timberland boots for hips.
I'm not gonna lie. Remember when I said him and Fabinho need new hips?
Timberland for hips, you know.
Nah, to be fair, if he had Timberlands for hips, he'd be sturdy.
That is rigid. That is rigid.
Do any lot think you could actually kick ball in Tims?
No.
I've
never even put on a pair of Tims. I've actually recently bought some because I know the snow's coming again.
They're heavy.
I can't play.
I'm nervous wearing Timberlands because I don't know if my calves can handle it. I'm gonna be real.
No, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You see, when you first buy them, it must be the male equivalent to like when a woman's trying to learn how to walk in high heels. You have to change the way you walk, and it takes some adjusting. I'm not.
That's what I'm
lie.
saying, Matt. You and
I ain't got no Tims in it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Tims are hard to walk in.
After all, bro.
Nappy, you know.
Albert says, consider the injuries, though, Cal. Bobby got hurt yesterday in training. Last season, we got 2 trophies we didn't want. We need to buy new midfielders in January.
He got hurt
Albert,
in training.
I wanted the 2 trophies. I did.
Oh, bro. I can't be bothered, bro.
I want it all 2. Enzo, Jude, Amrabat, Kudos, and Josko. I'll go one better, bruv. I want Enzo, Jude, Kone, Mbappe, and Varva.
All the belts.
All the belts. People, we are going to wrap up there. Not the result we wanted or needed, but we're here now. Well, Thursday. We will be back, later on tonight. It's Friday now where we are. We'll be here for the call-in show, the last one before Christmas, people. So,
this is actually very true. You actually have to coordinate how you walk.
I'm nervous now, I might send them back, bro.
What did you get? The oatmeal? Did you get the originals?
Nah, black.
Okay. Fair dues. The snow might beat up the black ones, though. I'm not gonna.
That's cool, bruv. I needed something for the snow, bruv. I was wearing.
Tims are great for the snow, though.
Bruv, this comment got me still. Man said Naby runs like he's got a Naby on a full-on shit.
Oh no, where is it?
From Owen.
Like a
oh. A nappy for that.
It's bad. When you see kids walking around with dirty nappies, bruv, you know what it means, bruv.
Peak, fam.
It's a waddle.
Yeah. Because they don't want it to touch and they're moving.
It's pain. Robbie hates it, bro. He absolutely hates it.
Same with T. Oh my god.
Who wouldn't, bro? You basically got an intruder in your home, bro.
Do nothing,
But people, been a pleasure. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And people, until we see you later on this evening.
There's 2 people who sent in super chats on our Monday show, I think it was. Apologies, guys. They literally, it was a total accident that those 2 got missed. It was Jamrock and I can't remember the other person. Apologies. So, guys, big apologies for that because that was a complete accident.
If you want, DM me, guys, on Instagram or Twitter, just with the comment and your name, and then I'll get those read out on Friday.
And you've only got a few hours left to be members, to be a part of tomorrow's raffle, guys, for the big prize. So yeah, and big up to everyone. Oh, Matt, we need to talk, brother.
About
you've been paying attention to certain what? I don't want to give any spoilers away to anybody who ain't seen it.
Bruv, you can listen. I'm gonna be one of them guys. You have that. You can have that. Yeah. You can have that. You can have that. Remember the other one though.
Okay. Look, in my opinion, that's as big as it gets. But maybe I'm being biased. Maybe I'm being biased, innit?
No, I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah, game's dead anyway. But yeah,
Dead,
no, you
bro.
man, dead game. You man, it's been a pleasure as always. People, thank you very much for joining us. Until we see you later on this evening, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.